So, let's see. Like a Dragon. Hawk the Lad 3 is very mission structural with the jobs you can take from the Hunter Guild, so it's not that hard to start up after a couple months. I usually don't have too many troubles jumping back into a game too often, usually, but kind of can be subjective, so. But yeah, I just got Like a Dragon. Best Buy had it for $39.90. Or was that Amazon? No, actually, I think that was Amazon, actually. Somebody had it for $39.99. It was the Steel Book Day 1 edition. So I was like, oh, that is a nice grab. So, okay, so for those who don't live in America or not very familiar with Black Friday in America, Black Friday is a shopping spree thing that originated from happening after Thanksgiving but crept its way into Thanksgiving. And because the pandemic is very different this year, well, most places have been doing like a 3-tier system, like an early Black Friday, then like some kind of just the week before Black Friday, and then they're going to have the Black Friday. So it's been kind of weird this year. But anyway, we're going to take a look at Cheap Ass Gamer's chart here. If you want to look at this chart yourself, you can go to the Cheap Ass Gamer's Twitter account, and their pinned tweet has a link to the topic that has this spreadsheet. So if you want to skip around or look with me, you'll obviously free to. Obviously, if you don't live in America, likely you're not going to benefit much from these deals unless you're willing to pay for international shipping of that. But anyway, let's get on it. So we got for PC just 3 things so far: Keys and Kingdom's piano game. I don't even know what this is. Fucking $99 though. That I guess that probably comes with a keyboard, I would guess, but I don't think anyone's too. If anyone's interested in any of these, it'd be Doom Eternal. I didn't even know GameStop was still selling PC games, honestly, actually. Now, Des will be happy. I got 13 Sentinels from Best Buy. For some reason, they don't have it listed, but Best Buy also has it discounted down. And I got that in the early My Best Buys. So that's one of the titles I got. Accounting Plus, that's a Limited 1 game, which if you're familiar with Limited 1, they do deals with Best Buy to have some of their titles in retail, and Accounting Plus was one of those. So I hear it's a very funny game if you got PlayStation VR. I hear it's a good one. I haven't tried it yet. Ace Combat. Pixie loves Ace Combat. I'm not into flight simulators. Not my Game of the Year candidate. Speaking of Game of the Year, has anyone seen the video game nominees for Game of the Year? Like, it looks like a joke to me. I mean, obviously, what's really good is subjective from person to person, but honestly, like, it feels really chilled out this year to me. And the fact that Last of Us 2 on now, I mean, obviously there are people who do like Last of Us 2. I'm not discounting anyone who likes it, but I kind of find it hard to believe it made it on there when there's a lot of disappointment with that title as much as people who also like it, so. I still haven't played Ark Survival Involved. I do got that because Aaron wanted me to play it, but I haven't tried it ever yet. I'm not a big Assassin's Creed person. I heard Odyssey was a grind. $15 though? That's probably not bad. I wouldn't have paid $60 when it came out. I actually got Batman VR used for like $9, so getting that for $9 new is actually pretty good. I hear that's a pretty fun experience, but it's kind of those things that I've heard that kind of feels like a tech demo more than a game, so $10 sounds like a good price for that. I bet there's a lots of triple on these lists. What do you mean, like, we list it? Well, yeah, since it does categorize them by lists, they'll There probably will be a few instances of it being like on PS4, Xbox One, Switch, depending on some titles. Bayonetta 1 and Vanquish the 10th anniversary. I have Vanquish on PS3, and I have the Wii U Bayonetta collection of 1 and 2. So that's not really a big thing for me unless you like want an updated version of it. Plus, you don't get Bayonetta 2 in it, so it's kind of eh. But hey, if you don't have them all way. No, I mean the game of the year thing you mentioned. Oh. Well, to be fair, for me, it's been kind of a slow year with some games. Wouldn't say it was the most exciting year for games, but... I get what you mean. Gotcha. Triple A. Now I get you. I get you now. I misunderstood it because you had triple A on these. Like, I thought you meant like we listed 3 times. Gotcha. Triple A titles. Gotcha. See, I think what tripped me is you didn't have titles after A, so I read it as like A as in going on, not like A as in the industry type term. Beneath the Ink Machine. I'm surprised that's even getting a Black Friday sale. Like, I would imagine that would have been forgotten by now, honestly. Because the company, I believe the company's basically gone under now. It's had some kind of business management issue came up, I think, like a year ago with the sequel they were making, and I think it's basically died out at this point. If you remember, I played through the Ink Machine for those who've long-time watchers. Kinda... I mean, like, the aesthetic was nice, but it had a lot of game performance, especially that bug in that elevator stage. Ugh. I had to replay the game 3 times! It was either 2 or 3 times. I don't remember. We played it a few times because it triggers a save bug. But $10, I mean, if you want experience, not the worst thing. I actually just got Blair Witch at Best Buy. I heard that's kind of interesting. I hear it's like a janky, interesting horror title, so I like some janky horror titles, so... Do they have a discount Street Fighter 6 yet? Well, we'll find out. We just started, so we might see. Now, Blood and Truth, I heard this is one of the top tier VR games to get on your PlayStation. As far as I know, it's exclusive to the PS4, so... And I hear it's way up there with Resident Evil 7 for experiencing in VR. As far as I know, it's VR only anyway, so... But, I haven't tried it. I got, several months ago, I think, for $25 or something, so... considering all the really good stuff I heard about it, I think that's probably a good deal. Borderlands 3. Man, has it fallen. Has it. It fell hard. Because Capcom is going to release Super Street Fighter 6 and Ultra. Well, you know what they always have to at least have 3 versions of basically every Street Fighter game after 2. You know, that's actually kind of funny. Street Fighter 1's like the only game that has like only 1 version, really. I mean, wasn't the only console version the Turbo Graphics CD, I think? I think that was the only console version of Street Fighter 1. And then that was ported on the PS2 collection and then the more modern Street Fighter collection. Black Ops. Don't think anyone really worried about that. I've never been to this chain of stores over here in the G slot here. They always list them. Because 2 only got 6... 2 like, I think 2 even has more versions than that. And that's that soccer anime game that just came out, wasn't it? I know Asa Sally has been like crazy about that game. He loves like soccer or football, as overseas people call it. I don't remember, did that launch as a full price title? If it did, $29.99 is probably not bad for that. Cause, need something for the kiddies? Is it Car 3's like old as hell? Oh, Code Vein? Oh yeah, $10. That's pretty good. I still haven't played Code Vein yet. So many games I want to play, but I haven't gone to. Yeah, I've heard Code Vein, like, the only real criticism I've heard about Code Vein is with its DLC, so, since that's obviously the base game, I would say that's probably a good price, considering I've heard basically nothing else negative about it. Yeah, not really in the sports games, though, myself, for the most part, so that depends on if you like that. Cobra Kai, the Karate Kid saga continues? What? Well, whatever that is exactly. It's $14.99 at Target. Let's see. Now, here's one I'm thinking about getting, because I have to double check, but I don't think I got Concrete Genie yet. And Best Buy, right now, Best Buy has it on the early access. Best Buy is basically wanting its mid-tier before it goes to the third tier of actual Black Friday. But Concrete Genie, I heard, was kind of disappointing. It's not really a VR game. It has VR advertised on it, but that's because that's a separate mode itself. The actual game isn't VR, so a lot of people were actually disappointed in how it was advertised. Crash 4? Ooh, Walmart sliding under in that $30 range there. About the weirdest thing I've heard about Crash 4 is for some reason it has like a giant agreement page before you can play the game, like it's an online game or something. Really weird. Days Gone. What is it, like the fucking third, fourth year for Days Gone? It's been like every Black Friday. It's part of the 1999 gang. Walmart did good the last few years. It don't look like they're doing too good this year. Death Stranding just kind of got forgotten about at this point. I don't really hear anyone talk about it anymore. The Destroy All Humans remake. Devil May Cry for $16.99. Pixie said this is a return to form if you hated the reboot game they made. So definitely would check that out. Pixie is a huge Devil May Cry person, so I trust his opinion on that. Dishonored, not my type of thing. The Disney Classic Game Collection thing for Aladdin, Lion King. I mean, I played both of those when I was a kid, but I mean, not really my cup of tea. But hey, if you've either played those or always wanted to play them, I hear they have like save states, rewind and stuff. There's also, I think, like a bunch of like, you can play like a Master System Genesis version or something of the Lion King, I think, in it. Doom Eternal. And the Doom Slayers collection. What's in the Doom Slayers collection? Isn't that like the new, just like the 2 new Dooms, and then you get like a download code of Doom 1, I think? Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, I mean, I don't known at words. Like, is Aladdin in the Lion King even like expensive on the Genesis and Super Nintendo? Well, I mean, I think the Aladdin Super Nintendo, because that was a Capcom game, I think that one's a little pricey, but I don't think the Genesis Aladdin and the Lion King are expensive, I don't think. See, the Genesis and the Lion King on Genesis and Super Nintendo was basically the same game, but Aladdin was different on the two because 2 different companies made them. Virgin made the Genesis Aladdin in the Lion King games. But yeah, maybe if it was like $5 or something, I might. But like, I don't know. I got more things I could spend $20 on. Now we got Z-Fighter. I heard Z-Fighter was really good, and damn, $12.99. Genesis and Game Boy. Hey, Dan. But yeah, I haven't played either of those two games in a long time, but I don't think they're expensive. Yeah, I thought they were like Master System ports or something. But yeah, Hero Z Fighter is good. I haven't tried it out yet, but $12.99 for the base game, that's pretty cheap. I haven't played Kakarot or even gotten it. I don't know if I'm really interested in getting that unless it's like really cheap. $14.99 is pretty low from obviously the full price, but I don't know if that's low enough for me to really go after. And sports. Everybody Golf VR. I actually got that cheap at Walmart on a sale. I think I got it for like $10 or something, I think. Can't quite remember, but I only got that. You know, it's pretty good. It's just doesn't have online, which is a shame, because that's something I would have liked. Fallout 4. It's Fallout. Where you went? Far Cry. $4.99. I mean, not $4.99, $14.99. Oh, well, see, that's a much nicer price, though, for $9. That's not too bad, though. Fast and Furious, sports. Okay, here's something I haven't gotten yet. The Final Fantasy VII Remake. I know a few people have asked me about my opinion about the game. I haven't really checked out buying it. And man, prices all over the place, but oddly enough, Target's winning on that. $24.99. If I have a little spare money, I might look into that maybe, but I might just wait for it to go lower. Because I'm willing to bet they'll make a PS5 version. And then, you know, the PS4 version will become even cheaper because people will be dumping it. Because the next chapter will either be on both PS4 and 5, or it'll just be on 5. And if it's just on 5, that's even more likely they'll make a PS5 version of Remake. So, I could potentially just wait and get that lower. Zodiac Age. I never played the Zodiac Age version. I played the original PS2 version. But, hey, $20 for Final Fantasy 12 ain't bad. That was an okay game. Movie tie-in. Now, this one, I haven't played this or bought this one yet. I've heard different things about it. It's down the throat, and it's also on the, it's nominated as one of the Game of the Year games. It's probably the one I would probably go with. Out of the ones, though, I definitely wouldn't pick The Last of Us 2. But yeah, I haven't played it. I'm kind of debating if I want to get for $39.99. I'm just kind of like, Now, I've seen these actually just get listed on Cheap Ass Gamer this morning. God of War PlayStation hits for $9.99. The God of War 3 Remaster, $9.99. There's a few other $9.99 titles up right now, and we'll surely see them here. Grand Theft Auto 5 Premium Edition. How many fucking editions of GTA 5 are there already? I mean, good lord. They're making it again on PS5, and it was a previous gen game. It's kind of funny, like, the PS2 had, what? You had 3 GTA titles and 2 PSP ports to the PS2, so you had technically, like, 5 GTA games on one system. And, like, so, for 3 generations now, we've only had Grand Theft Auto 5. Well, the previous gen had GTA 4 and 5, so it had 2. Now we're going on to a second generation. Who knows if we'll get one next. I've been hearing negative things. Holy shit! It's down to $19.99? That just... Oh, is that a different game? No, Godfall. That's what I was thinking of. I was gonna be like, wait a minute. GTA 5 had 3... Well, like I say, if you count the 2 PSP ports, then you could say 5. Yeah, I was thinking of Godfall. I was about to say, wait a minute, Godfall just came out, didn't it? Yeah, Greedfall, I think, is supposed to be like a Souls-esque game with guns, I think, or something like that. I thought it was kind of buggy on launch. Hitman 2. There's another one that's at $9.99. I'm thinking about getting that one. Several people. Too many fall games. Yeah. You know how Fall, and Dark, Doom, let's see, what other awards are really common fucking awards and everything? Special. You know, it's just one of those awards that gets overused. But yeah, I was thinking of getting this edition for the DLC. I heard DLC is really good, and I still something I've been meaning to play. Hunting Simulator 2? That sounds like too much to me. Make it maybe $1 for a laugh stream. Justice 2, Jump Force. You know, these Jump Force games are such a shame. I heard Super. Yeah, there you go. Super. There was a Super was super overused. Titanfall 3. I wouldn't be surprised if they made one next generation for that. Yeah, shame about the Jump Force games is like the concept is cool, but the last one I got was really not optimized well, and I heard this one wasn't that good either. I heard it had a lot of same problems, so I mean, $12.99 is pretty low. I mean, it's definitely better than paying the $60 or the $100-something for. I think it came with a Luffy statue. Yeah, I think it was a Luffy statue with the limited edition. Like, I feel sorry. It's those are one of those regret buy type things. Beat the game, the Unlosing Wangel. Holy crap. Oh, no, not beat. Best. Never mind. I misread that. Yeah, the Unlosing Wangel is a really weird title. Only good jump game is on... I have the DS... I have the 2 DS games. Those were like my, within my top 10 forced import games I ever bought. Good games too. But yeah, the console jump games are really, like, the first one was really fucking, like, I don't usually complain about frame, like, you know me, I'm not a very, like, complain about frame rate type person. And, like, that, I have the PS3 version of the first one, if I remember correctly, and good lord, like, I'm just like, what is this train wreck? See, of course, you gotta have the meme Just Dance. I don't know how they keep releasing those. Kingdom of Hearts, you're gonna have the base Kingdom of Hearts 3 for $9.99, and then the package, which is just about all but the DS games. The DS games are just movies, but basically every other game in the 3DS game for $19.99. That's a good deal if you've never gotten any of the other Kingdom Hearts games. That's basically the majority of the franchise in one bundle. And the only, like, what is that, like 2 DS games are just represented as movies. You get Birth by Sleep, the 3DS game, Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, the 3D version of, oh, what was the card thing called again? Crap, I forgot what the card game was called on the GBA. I forgot what it was called. Damn it. But yeah, I mean, if you never played Kingdom Hearts, that's a really good price. I mean, some of those are some good games. It's not even 2021 yet. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure everyone's noticed the last few years, games have just really been losing value within like 2 months of release. And by the end of a year, they're like really low in value. It's all the more reason they want to get out of physical stuff. But yeah, $9.99 for Kingdom Hearts 3. 3 Chain of Memories. Yes, that was it. I consider the GBA version vastly superior than the 3D version. The 3D version's so fucking slow. It's like, okay, I get what's going on in the story. You don't have to drag it out. Like, literally, you just get the story beats in the GBA version done easy, quick. Like, it just play out like 2 times longer in the 3D version. But, yeah, I mean, 3 was really disappointing me, but, you know, $10, that's not bad. I mean, it's not like it was a bad game. I just kind of wanted it to be the end. And then, like, if anyone ever watches, like, Super Butter Buns, like, she's like, oh, I'm expecting, like, this is the mark of a new set of era in Kingdom Hearts storyline. I'm just like, no, just end it, for the love of God. Just end it, please. It's like, we've literally, like, to me, my big problem with 3 is it felt like it was a complete advertisement shill. Like, the fun and some, like, the fun felt more sucked out, and it just felt like more like a marketing thing. If you get what I mean. Legos. Life is Strange. I still need to play the first one of that. Considering that's a few years old, that's probably kinda, it never ends. It probably won't. It's quite clear they want to, and they did make good money off it, as far as I... It is weird to me, it took so long to make, though. Little Big Planet, Sports, Mafia, Mania. I actually just got this, and, I think it was like $12.99 on an early thing for Best Buy. I'm not sure. Let me take a look if that's even still up. But I bought that. See if it's still listed lower for the early. Nope. Deal's gone. I think the My Best Buy thing was last week, I think, so... Yeah. So that's a missed one now. So it looks like, for actual Black Friday, it looks like Target's gonna have the deal on that. But yeah, Best Buy, I think, had it for 12 something. Let me check my order page. Pretty sure it was like $12.99, which obviously is a very fantastic... I heard the game is, like, very, how put it, it has that budget corny feel to it, but it's like such a out there bizarre idea, it's like forgivable. That all makes sense. Let's see. The breakdown here. See, yeah, it was $12.99, so that's a shame that deal's gone. Yeah, I think that's a good deal. I've heard very good things about Man-Eater, so now Marvel's Avenger. When did Marvel's Avengers come out? Like just a month or two ago? And it's going down to $26.99. GameStop's like, fuck it. We're not ending up with Fallout 76 and The Last of Us 2 syndrome. Bail hard. Bail hard. Did anyone read the Square Enix report? And if you didn't know, Square Enix made it. Square Enix, here's the controversy with this. Square Enix originally was planning on doing a trilogy of DSX games, and we got two new DX games, and they ditched the third one and went to make this abomination that they reported they lost, what was it, like $6 million or something on? What a commercial failure. And all we hear, the player base is dead and the loot box system's awful. So, I would say, regardless of whatever attention you want to play this game for, I would just wait for it to be super cheap. Because if this definitely feels like the Fallout 76 of this year. This is definitely the Fallout 76 of this year. I don't think anyone can disagree with that. I've heard no one talk about the Iron Man VR game, so can't say much about that, but it looks like it's a $19.99 everywhere there. Everyone under the sun keeps telling me to get the Spider-Man game, though. I'm not a big Spidey man. Like, Spider-Man-wise, the only thing I really watched Spider-Man was like the 90s cartoon. Outside that, I never really watched much Spider-Man, so... Medieval, remake of the PS1 game, $9.99. Sounds like a good price to me. Dungeon Heroes, Target, $14.99. Basically like a gauntlet game, from what I understand. Sports. Monster Energy Supercross, the official video game 1. What the hell is that? Like as in the Monster Energy drink game. That, yeah, the Monster Energy drink. Yeah, I forgot that had a damn game. I was like, what? That's still even something anyone cares about? $19.99 for a marketing game? What the fuck? Sounds like a whip-off. I was so disappointed that Avengers was a multiplayer Destiny type game. Yeah, that's the thing. It basically is Destiny. Like, Destiny 1 and 2 got a lot of money, but like, no whitey. They're considered really bad. Like, I don't know why they fucking did such a terrible on that. I don't know why. I really don't. Monster World Iceborne Master Edition. This is something I've been wanting to look at. $19.99. I'd rather get for like $10 myself. I don't know how much new content's in Iceborne. Like, Aaron says it's really good. But like, the same thing with Royal. Like, I just feel, and you know what's funny is, like, Limited One just did something like this too today. So Limited One, if you don't follow them, announced a special another version of Shenmue 3 that has all the DLC on it, but it's only available as a limited edition for $149. No standard version, just that. So if you want a complete copy with all the DLC on it, you gotta pay basically $150 fucking dollars in shipping. The fuck? And if you're a long time follower of Limited One, you would know they also had a limited edition of Shenmue 3 back when Shenmue 3 came out. So it's like, what a dick. Like, I like what Limited One does mostly, but they do some dick moves at times. So that's a big dick move. Like, seriously. They had like $100 limited edition for the original version. It's like, okay guys, spend another $100+ for a new complete. Like, if you're going to do something like that, you should have just not did the original limited edition and then did one later or something. Like, that is so dickish. Iceborne's dying soon. They're wrapping up content. Yeah, the new one's gonna be on the Switch, ain't it? But yeah, I'm getting really annoyed with these editions, though. Like, here's a new edition with all the content that wasn't with it before. Like, that's why I don't really get Western games, like the more combat stuff. For example, like, almost all the Western games do that. You got the base game, and then later on, you get the version with all the DLC and crap. That just became so norm with Western releases. And I'm really not liking it, seeing it with Japanese games now. But I haven't gotten 11. I heard 11's pretty meh. Kind of fucked up some of the designs. Obviously, the original version's going to be cheaper than the Aftermath collection, which is, unless you don't care about all the additions that were added, is a more complete version. As far as I know, it has everything basically on it. Plus, I think it even had more story added to it, I think. Yeah, they have a few different things for it today. And there's only 3,000 copies. They're like, there's only 3,000 copies, guys. You better. I'm like, I know these companies feed off the oh, we're gonna miss it and scalpels are gonna make it $5,000 on eBay thing. Like, it's sad, but it's true that they're predatory on that feeling. And it just feels really shitty. Like, hopefully there's, like, an Asian standard version or something that's complete or something down the road. But, yeah, I just, like... I love Shenmue and shit, but this is bullshit. I can't support this and fuck... I mean, I did the Kickstarter for $60. Then, we didn't get our copies on time. The game goes to retail, and then just dropping in price at retail while everyone else who paid full price on Kickstarter is still waiting for their copy. Like, there's so much wrong that happened. Let's see. Mozart? I'm not even sure what that is. The NASCAR, NBA, yeah. Sports stuff that most people ain't interested in. Something for the kiddies. Neo Automata, where we got $12.99 for the Game of the Year edition, which has, I think it comes with the DLC, I believe, doesn't it? If it does, I mean, even if it doesn't, $12.99 is a fucking crime, honestly. You should be paying like $40 for it. Yeah, you don't have Neo Automata? Get that. Fix that. Buy it now. Do it now. $12.99 is a crime. That's highway wobbly, though. That's highway wobbly. Then we have the Dynasty Warrior People's version of Souls. Both 1 and 2 for $9.99 at Best Buy. I don't remember if I bought 2 yet. I was really disappointed with the first one because you couldn't really play with your friends without basically playing through the game once, which I didn't like that because, I like, for the most part, to live stream my blind, my what? I like to stream my blind playthrough, so that obviously kind of counters with that. So I only played some of it and just kind of dropped it. It was kind of disappointing. I don't know if the sequel did the same thing because I know there's a lot of people who didn't like that. See. Buy to keep it sealed? What, Shenmue? Well, I'm sure that limited edition would basically probably become valuable, I would imagine. Especially if they never do another physical version of a complete edition of it. Which, like, something I'm expecting with limited one is to start re-pumping out a lot of these games. Like, I would not be shocked if they redo all the Shantae games for the PS5 and such. Like, I could see that. I could see that. Because they did it with several PS4 games. Oh, Neo? I don't see Neo Automata really becoming well. I don't see it becoming well. Maybe a sealed copy, because sealed copies sometimes have their own value, but I could see it really becoming, like, it's sold very well, so there's a lot of copies out there. It's hard to imagine it becoming well. Paw Patrol. Something for the kiddies again. Then we got, of course, Persona 5 and Royal. I know a few of you, I think, dabbled in Royal a little by now. Would you say, like, there's really no point to getting the original 5? Because my understanding, like, dungeons, and I know I've seen the boss fights for the first 2 palaces and a part of the boss in the space station in Royal. So I know the bosses are different. And then, of course, you have new story content. But would you say there's absolutely no value in the original 5? Because technically, there are differences. I'm told the dungeon designs were changed. So, you could argue there could still be some value in playing the original Persona 5, maybe. But overall, if you're just going to do one playthrough, though, I would probably say get Royal. Just pay the extra for Royal. Of course, interestingly, GameStop is doing a deal on the Steelbook edition, but I just got the standard version. I have the level. What was it? The Steel Loves Heart edition, or whatever they called that Valentine's edition they did for Persona 5. So, you know, it'd be nice to get a Steelbook, but it wasn't the end of the world for that. But yeah, GameStop selling the original for $9.99. That's not necessarily that bad, though. Still a good game. You just don't get all the extra bells and whistles. Still pissed they put tons of DLC in the Royal. Charged $60, and they made the 2 special boss fights with the protagonists of 3 and 4 fucking DLC. Like, that shit should have been in the game. That's bullshit. Sports, Pillars of Eternia. I haven't played that. That's supposed to be like a Baldur's Gate kind of game, right? In a turn-based sense, I think. Like, is there anyone who even cares about Plants vs. Zombies at this point? Like, the first little third-person game was kind of fun side distraction thing, but I'm really sad they've never gone back to what fucking Plants vs. Zombies actually was. They just let that die. Speaking of things that died, the Predator Hunting Grounds. This was made by the people who made that Friday the 13th game. Which is having its dedicated servers actually dying here soon. So it looks like Best Buy is jumping on the train of getting rid of this thing. I heard this thing was a mess. I tried out the free beta thing they did on PS4. Was awful. Awful. Like, if you thought Friday the 13th was a buggy mess, this game was even worse. So I don't know what the retail release of it was like, but the beta was just ugh. I can't even imagine paying $15. Man, Walmart, you're really sucking this year for sure. Project Cars, Ratchet and Clank, the one based on the movie, which I hear was kind of weird and counter to some of the story of the original. Red Dead Redemption 2, Wed Metal? Not sure what Wed Metal is. Resident Evil 2. Wow, $13.99 for Resident Evil 7? But it doesn't say Gold Edition, so I guess that's the base. No Gold Edition? Well, that's... Like, I don't know why you wouldn't buy the Gold Edition of 7. Maybe it's big with some kids, but I don't know anyone who cares for Plants. Like, the first 3D shooter one they had on the PS3, and then they ported it to the PS4. It was a nice side game, and yeah, it's very kid-friendly. Like, you can give your kid, you know, it's zombies and plants, you know, you don't have to worry about, like, ultra gore or anything if you're concerned about that. But then they just started making game after game on that, instead of actually making a real sequel to actual Plants vs. Zombies. Fun fact for anyone who was a fan of the original Plants vs. Zombies, EA screwed the cradle. What a shock! EA screwing over cradles of franchises? I would have never guessed. But yeah, Resident Evil 2 remake was pretty good. $14.99. I can recommend that for that. You get those free story missions. 3 is kind of hard for me to comment on because I haven't played the 3 remake yet. I have played the Resistance, which Resistance is basically dying out at this point. It's pretty, the power struggle between survivors and masterminds is way wonked. You're basically lucky if you can win a game as a mastermind in Resistance now. So, $14.99 now for Resistance in 3. Because like I said, you gotta keep in mind you get Resistance with 3. So, you're technically getting a multiplayer online game that's on its way out. It still has people. It's not like Dead, but, a lot of people getting to the point where they'll just tapping out. But I can't comment on it. But I'm kind of sad to see there's no golden edition. Like $13.99's not a bad price for the base game, but you know all the DLC stuff you get with the gold edition, I think is worth getting because some of that stuff was fun. Like as weird as the blackjack mini game DLC thing was, that's fun. That was actually fun. So, oh noes, what a twist! What a twist! EA was shit to a dev. Oh my goodness. Saints Row. I've always still played Saints Row 1. I haven't played, like, where they got I think there's 4 games and a spin-off overall. I can't remember. Ooh. Ooh, Sakura Wars Launch Edition for $29.99. That sounds pretty good there. Now, I've heard some varying criticism about the game because it's not a tactics game like the overall series is, so take that as you will. But I mean, it's the second game in the Italian series we ever got in America, so I guess you gotta take what you want. I have a few other entries of it though in the Japanese one. I got I think 2 of the Saturn games and 1 of the Game Boy Color games. And I do have the only one that came to America outside that one. The one that was, I think I had the Wii version of it. It was on PS2 and the Wii. I think it was the 7th entry in the series. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. Then let's see, Shadows Die Twice. Still haven't tried that out yet. $24.99. Oh, it's pretty good, but if you're not good at pairing, good luck. Man, Bullets Renewal just can't get sold out, can it? $19.99 for the tailor-made edition now, so it's a console version of the original game on 3DS, so there's that. Shadow of Tomb Raider, not Tomb Raider person, Skate, Sniper Ghost, Snow Runner? I don't even know what that is. Is it a snowboarding game, maybe? Sonic Mania. Sonic Mania was one of the weirdest modern releases I've seen. I think that was a good move to make an action game out of it. Out of the Sakura Wars? Sakura. Well, I don't know, like, how many entries or non-tactics games. I think overall, almost every game in the series is a tactics game, so might have been nice to see something different. I've never gotten to play any of them, so I could understand a long-time fan maybe not liking it. But Sonic Mania, though, it launched with a bunch of additional stuff, and then they made a newer version that had content removed from it. That's so weird about it. I think that's because I believe the original version had some subtitle thing. I can't remember where it was off the top of my head. I think this is the later version that has the missing content gone. Very weird. Spyro Remaster Trilogy. I played the original Spyro. Wasn't my really kind of thing back when I was a kid. Not really my. I'm not into like collectathon platformer type stuff. I was hoping this would get below $20. $24.99 is pretty low, but I think I'd rather wait longer. It's a Western Star Wars game. It'll keep going down. But I heard it was pretty good, bugs aside. Just Jedi Souls. Squadrons. I don't really know anything about the Squadrons game. I haven't really heard anyone talk about it. Here we go, some Street Fighter. So we got Street Fighter 5 Champion Edition. Doesn't look like anything about 6, though. And Streets of Rage 4. Just did a review of that. $24.99. Pretty short, but I really enjoyed it. Been playing a little bit of it randomly online, unlocking a few of the other characters and that. Trying some of the other stuff in it. It's pretty nice. I still think I'd rather have the system they had in 3 when it comes to your super moves, but, I mean, like I said, not super OP. Sonic Team Racing, $19.99. It's been sitting around that normally, hasn't it? Tekken 7 for $11.99. That's pretty damn down now. The Dark Pictures Anthology Little Hope. Not sure what that is. $20. Skyrim. Skyrim needs to be like fucking $10 at this point. Cause the yeah, it was a joke cause of the Capcom leak. They already have planned to release 6 Super and Ultra. Of course. Of course. I would be surprised if they didn't. Seriously, Skyrim needs to be fucking like $10. I don't even know how to keep selling Skyrim. Last of Us. Wow. It's gonna be $29.99. I was hoping it'd be like fucking $5. Give it time. Probably next or next year it'll be down in the $9.99 range. Damn, Outer Worlds is gonna be $19.99? I know it's been out for a while, but I figured that would stay up though. Sims. Who really cares about Star Wars Sims? Got Witcher 3. I got that last Black Friday. Then the Yakuza Remaster. I think, was it Dennis that said he got one of the Yakuza things at the beginning of the stream, I believe? They're making a new Power Stone. So, ooh, a new Power Stone? That would be nice. You know, sad thing, I almost had Power Stone on the Dreamcast, but the disc I got was damaged, and you couldn't load up the guy who has like the pilot gear on. Like anytime he would load, the game would freeze. So I returned it sadly. I was like, well, I can't play the game when it crashes whenever this character is up the bat. So I was like, damn. I do have the PSP collection though, but that's not considered a great way to play those unless you're trying to not spin an arm and a leg. A bazillion Tom Clancy games, the Tony Hawk thing. I never was in the skateboarding games. I know there's a lot of people who really love the early Tony Hawk games, and I've heard them say it's a really good remake of the whole thing. So, see, I want Todd Howard to give a copy of Skyrim to every newborn citizen at birth. Here you go, free Skyrim for you. I mean, $5 fee for your child's copy of Skyrim. Cold Steel 4. What's he? I can't remember. I think I have 1, 3. I still think I need 2. I need to double check. I believe I have 2 of the 3 so far. Tony Swords of All American Racing. Trials of Mana. I really like the third Mana game, so I'm really interested in trying out this reimagining of the universe. I hear it's pretty faithful to a lot of the zany shit that happens in the Super Nintendo game. So I'm really looking forward to trying it one day, hopefully. I think that's a boxing game. Uncharted for $9.99, Uncharted for $9.99, Uncharted for $9.99, and Until Dawn for $9.99. Those have been pretty standard lately. Warhammer Chaos Bane, which actually got an announcement for a PS5 version for like, I think I don't know if it's $70 or $60, but it's a full price, and I'm just like, that's ow. Considering that's a previous gen, though I think it comes with some DLC, but I still think that's kind of expensive. By the way, Des, did you see that video I linked in Discord? Very good video about the Italian company's existence, basically, from the early days of how they started, prior to games, into games, and working all the way to now. I thought it was a very good video. If you haven't checked it out, I linked in the general section on Discord, if I remember correctly. Watch Dogs Legion. Oh, it's pretty meh. Then, is that the one that has the newer Wolfenstein, and then that one that didn't do so well? I think. I'm not sure. Weckfest. Not sure what that is. Then you call it. Isn't this that gotcha wrestling game? Like, how's this thing a thing on a console? It should be like $2. I hear it's so whittled with DLC crap. No problem. It was a really good video. To be honest, outside of... I know for a long portion of their life, they were basically the PC market of the... Outside of hentai and dating games on PC, they were the PC industry in Japan for a very long time. Outside of that, I wasn't really familiar with a lot of the games they made for PC. So it was very interesting about their early years. So I definitely recommend looking at it. Especially if you want to look up some games to play. I'm sure you can load up some emulators or something and try out some of them. America's greatest game show, Jeopardy! I got this for sale on Amazon, actually. I believe it's like an RTS game. I got it for like $10 on some sale. Oh, that's okay. Oh, and we're entering Switch territory here, actually. So, keep that in mind. So, Assassin's Creed's up again. Now, Bakugan. I can't believe Bakugan is still even going on. I thought it was such a Beyblade whip-off that was going to die really fast, but somehow it's lived all these years still. I don't know how. I honestly don't know how it's still alive. Interesting about this game is I think it's not out yet, and Way Forward made it, the people who made Shantae, but I don't think it's even came out yet, or if it did, it came out incredibly recently. So, getting a discount on Black Friday is one of those kind of oddities. Bee Simulator, I got that on sale for like $10 at Walmart like a few months ago. I hear it's a janky, weird game, so, you know, always about the jank. Janky, weird games. It's always an interesting idea. Bendy, Bioshock. Now, for those who don't know, the Bioshock and Borderlands collection, I wouldn't really recommend getting the Switch versions, because I believe you only get Borderlands 2 on the cartridge, and I'm not really sure what's on the cartridge for Bioshock, but both of them tell you you need an internet connection, so there was stuff you have to download before you can play some of the games, if not all of them. So I definitely don't recommend these versions if you care about the playability in the future, offline, or if you have no internet connection at all. But if you don't care about that, I guess $15 for the Bioshock collection ain't too bad. See, correct me if I'm wrong, the Legends collection comes with 2 pre-sequel and 1, right? It's 1, 2, and pre-sequel, ain't it? I think. Or maybe it's just 2 and pre-sequel. Borderlands 1's on cart, West is code. It has all the games on the cart, but to download the rest of the game. Okay, yeah, it was 1, 2, pre-sequel. 1's pretty forgivable to me. 2, honestly, 2 and Tales, I think, are the best Borderlands games. 2 has, like, the most interesting villain, and Tails kind of whores off on that and builds a lot of corridors. Like, I feel like that's one of the weaknesses, is those not as many interesting corridors, I think, is the biggest weakness for 1. Being, you know, the forced entry and everything, you know, it's setting up, building everything. Burger Time, Burnout Paradise, that soccer game again, carnival games. When will this stop? Somebody stop the Shelfware Company. They keep making these carnival games. Why? Why? Catherine Full Body. I haven't heard anyone talk about the Switch version of Full Body for Catherine on Switch. Now, if you remember, with when I played it, the online is broken on the PS4. It does not function. It cannot handle being connected. So I've been curious to see what the Switch version fixes or not. Because honestly, if I was a reviewer who reviews multiple ports, I would take a bigger hit on the Switch version for that if it was still broken. Now, if they fixed it, then, like, I'd also be like, well, when's the PS4 version getting fixed? I wanted to get it if it's like BioShock. Chicken Range? Isn't that a shitty Flash game that was on the Nintendo Wii? You tell me they fucking... It's $39.99! What? I need a drink. What the fuck? $39.99? That better not be that chicken game. What the fuck? Now here... Yeah, this is... Collection of Mana has been floating in the 20 range multiple times. Still recommend it. It's a fantastic collection. You get the first game on the original Game Boy, Secret of Mana on the Super Nintendo, and the never before released in America third Mana game. That's awesome. Like, it's worth just that. Like, it's a Super Nintendo game, but it's so good. It's so good. I love the third game. I feel like it's so unappreciated in the West because it never got an official release, and, you know, only us dirty people who play patched copies and shit are the only people who really can appreciate it. Everyone loves Secret of Mana so much. And, like, it's not that Secret of Mana's bad. It's just... It does everything so much better than Secret. It does so much better than Secret, so... But yeah, I definitely recommend getting the collection of Mana if you haven't yet. Then you got the Disney collection again. Family Feud, Farming Simulator. What was that version that was given out on PlayStation Plus? Because I wouldn't do it for that much. And Final Fantasy got a lot of repeat stuff. Now, here's my gypped game of this year. So, one of Best Buy's early sale things was having Fire Emblem Three House for $34.99, and I was like, I don't think it'll go lower than that. I don't think it will. I think that's, like, it's pretty rare to see Nintendo games go below $39.99 really, so I was like, I think that, especially considering, didn't they just say Three House is like the best selling Fire Emblem game ever now? So I was like, yeah, I didn't think it was gonna get lower, so I bought that. And then like a week later, Walmart's like, oh, we're gonna have it for $30, and I'm like, motherfuckers, damn. But, yeah, you know, just basically a $5 difference, so not a big loss, but, yeah, just like, damn it. G.I. Joe, of course you have Garfield caught. You gotta always have Garfield caught. It's such a meme these days with that one guy, Man, that guy hasn't made a new video in a long time. I can't... What was his name? Such a meme with him. Hasbro Collection, Hidden Objects game on Switch. Hollow Knight for $29.99. I always told it's a very good game. I think, what price range did Hollow Knight even come out as? $39.99? So it's not really a huge discount, but I hear it's great. Jumanji, I heard it's pretty meh. $24.99. Come get your Jumanji. Jump Force, Dance, Kingdom Majestic. I think that's that one game I got from Limited One where you're like on the horseback and you're like building up like a little town and at night monsters attack you, but this has like a whole added campaign that wasn't around when that came out. Way too many fucking Lego games. I heard Lego Worlds did pretty bad. $9.99. The only one that ain't $19.99 is Super Villains at Walmart. That's kind of weird. LOL Supplies. What the hell is that? It's a meme collection. Luigi's Mansion. Oh, wow. Walmart's gonna do $30 on the Luigi's Mansion 3? I might have to consider getting that too. And you got the Sonic Mario, and then this thing has been dropping in price dramatically. It just keeps going lower and lower. It's like, how low can Wabbits make this thing go? It's a tennis game's more value than this thing. That's funny. Metric Redux. That's the two Metro games on one thing, right? I think $12.99. Assuming that's no download in that, that's a really good price. Assuming they won decently on Switch and there's no download shit on the cartridge, that's a pretty good price. Minecraft Dungeons, stupid Monster Energy thing. Like, how does this thing even have any value? This thing should be like in GameStop dumpsters by now. Like, this is not Sneak King. This is not Burger King Sneak King memification. This is just borderline crap. Then the Mortal Kombat, moving out, sports, the Mario Deluxe, again $30. Wow, Nintendo's really trying to one-shot on the Nintendo stuff, though. They haven't had a lot of deals until the first-party Nintendo stuff, you know. Nickelodeon, Overcooked, Overpass. Wow, I almost forgot about fucking Overwatch even existed on the Switch. Hell, I almost forgot about Overwatch in fucking general, actually. Haven't played that in such a long time. Talk about a game that, like, everyone was literally talking and playing, like, and then it just kind of fell away. Like, there's still tons of people who play it. It's just, like, how many people you know who, like, really even do, like, hell, I've seen channels that devoted their content to Overwatch stop doing Overwatch. Paw Patrol, Pokemon Go games. What we got? GameStop's gonna do $29.99. Kinda surprised Walmart ain't jumping in there with that 30. Of course, obviously a penny cheaper there, but honestly, I've thought about getting Go if it gets low enough. I don't know if 30's low enough for me. It's a shame when Redbox was clearancing all their games because they dropped video games, if you're not aware, period. They dropped renting and buying. They had it for, like, I think $19. And it was the first time I got scammed at Redbox. I got my money back. But I've always talked about, back when I did Redbox flipping, that I hear, like, in cities and shit, people would whip off the barcodes or photocopy them and put them in the disc tray and return it that way and keep the game. The fucker peeled the barcode off the cartridge and stuck it back in the case. I was like, that motherfucker. But yeah, Redbox gave me my money back of that. But yeah, I never had that happen before. That was the first and likely the last time, because I don't think they're ever going to have games again, which is a shame. I haven't really taken advantage of mass trade-ins for a long time since they got rid of games. But the last year and a half with Redbox has been kind of poor in it anyway, because they weren't having that many sales anyway. Power Rangers, that was a limited one release. It's a fighting game with lots of Power Rangers stuff. Though, there were several DLCs that weren't included in this. And the argument for that was it would have made it cost more. Is something a lot of people were told. Wound Factory 4 Special Edition for $24.99. That's not too shabby. I still don't have that one. That one I might look into. Saints Woe. Damn, $12.99. If there's no downloads and it performs decently, that's not too bad either. Sid Meier. I keep seeing the Sid Meier Civilization 6. Like, they keep trying to get rid of it. Like, was it really bad or something? Like, I keep always seeing it as a low price. I keep seeing it as a low price constantly. Slide Stars. I have no idea what that is. Of course, Sonic Mania again. Sonic Mania / Team Racing. I didn't know there was a bundle with those two. That's not too bad if you want both of them. Speed 3, Splatoon 2, $30 again at Walmart. Walmart really trying to whip those first-party Nintendo games for this year. I see where all the priorities went. Story Seasons, Friends in Mineral Town for $24.99. Now, I've heard, and when I say controversy, I'm not talking about making the guys gay and women lesbian relationship thing. But I heard because they introduced that into the game, they took out one of the major aspects that the Harvest Moon series has always had, where you have rivals that go after the characters you're after as husbands and wives. Because they added gay options into the game, apparently they took out the rival system. So that's kind of missing cutting full content that was in the original version. That kind of irks me a little. And kind of like, well, what if you wanted the challenge of having to compete with a rival or something? Otherwise, the game's pretty much the same as far as I'm aware of. That's not too bad for $24.99. It's been out for a while, but then let's see. You got Outlaws. Street Out. I'm not sure what that is. Streets of Rage 4 again. Again, $30. Super Mario Maker 2. I didn't really get into Mario Maker 1 much. You know, I'm not a big platforming person, so, the idea is really good, don't get me wrong. It just wasn't my cup of tea. Got Super Monkey Ball. Apparently Sega's doing a lot of bundles. I have not seen this bundle anywhere either. $24.99. So if you want the two of those, that's not too bad. Link's Awakening, $30. Personally, I'd rather it be cheaper. I'm still kind of meh about getting the Switch Link's Awakening. I have more nostalgia for the actual Game Boy version than, like, the art style's fine and everything. But, I don't know, I feel like I just rather play my original version more than playing the Switch one. I don't really feel like it's offering much. They do a few slight quality of life and that's about really it. Like, I mean, there's like a silly dungeon making mode thing that's, I think, for local only that has a lot of limitations, if I remember quickly. So, Lego Movie, Outer Worlds. Oop. It was $19.99 on PS4. Survivalists. The Witcher was also $19.99 on the PS4. Fantastic deal at GameStop. $49.99. Get while you can. Here's something that dropped like a rock when it hit retail. The wonderful 101 Remaster. What a shame. A lot of people wanted it to be a really good version, and I heard nothing but lots of complaining about it. So, I don't know if I'll get that or just play my Wii U version. Because I've heard nothing but really a lot of odd problems, especially for the Switch version in general. Trials of Mana. Ooh. Undertale is still for sale? I would have figured Undertale would have sold out by now. $24.99. That's a bit expensive considering Undertale on PC is $9.99. I mean, buying the special limited edition thing with the music box necklace is one thing. I mean, you get that, and I believe it came with a full soundtrack. I can't remember if it came with any art stuff. The box that came in was awesome. You know, that's one thing, but just for like a base game, though, like that's a bit pricey for Undertale. Should be like $19.99. Like, you know, I think most of us can agree that $19.99 is basically considered the low base brand new price tag. Because you generally never really see anything below $19.99 as a new release price. So, I mean, Undertale's fun and everything, don't get me wrong, but a little pricey on the Switch, though. Then there's that Gacha wrestling game, XCOM 2, which I believe you have to download some of the game, so don't really recommend if you're concerned about that. Yoshi's Crafted World, port of the Wii U title, $30 at Walmart again. Wow, they really want to nail the first. It's like, fuck everything else. Switch. Here's Walmart's team. And just imagine them. They're like, okay, what are we going to do for deals? Fuck everything else, but next gen, exactly. Who cares? Next gen's a mess right now. They're sold out. They don't have enough consoles. Fuck it. Focus on the Switch first-party Nintendo games. That will be our draw. That's what I feel like the whole battle plan was. I've been wanting to get this Yu-Gi-Oh game. And new Zoids game. Which, oddly enough, I heard about on the PlayAsia Discord before I even knew about. Wow, Ace Combat for $11.99. Evolve, Assassin's Creeds. Oh, well now, no wonder it's $11.99 there. We're getting into Xbox territory now. This will probably be really fast, because we should see a lot of repeating stuff. $9.99. A lot of Xbox One stuff is getting really low. Like, the $5 coupon thing I get for being a GameStop Pro, like, the last 3 months, I just used it to buy Xbox One games for free. Like, a lot of Xbox One games are just becoming very, very worthless. I wouldn't be surprised if next generation we see a massive decline in the price value of a lot of Xbox One games. You know, though, that kind of makes me curious. I wonder what's actually even valuable on Xbox One, actually. You know, that's a random. Let me go to price. Because that's a random. I've never heard of anything being expensive on Xbox One. What is the supposed most expensive thing on the Xbox One that ain't consoles? Let's see, console. The Walk Band 4 bundle and box is pretty expensive. But I feel like that's kind of an out there thing. Collector's edition of Resident Evil 7. I'm not looking for a collector's edition. I want like a normal copy edition type deal. Well, what's the most expensive normal game thing, you know? Wow, how many fucking consoles? How many damn Xbox Ones were there? There's like virtually everything up here is the Xbox One edition of Halo, Xbox One edition of Battlefield, Xbox edition of Fatal Bullet. Collector's edition, collector's edition. Oh my goodness, can I just not find a standard fucking game? The persistence for Xbox One is $71. There we go. Had to scroll through so much fucking shit to find it. I recently used my NISA coupon to buy about $10 new from the European store. Bought the Switch version. One night I got the PS4 version, I tried it out. It has a few different options where you can use the old graphics and that. Though, you can't do it with the sprites, if I remember correctly. You can only do it with the, like, character artwork that when they're talking. I would have liked it with the sprites, but eh. Yeah, I don't see a lot of Xbox One games probably being up there in price. That's just a slap in the face for $19.99. Either. See, Fast Furious. I was so disappointed. Like, I was actually going to buy the Game of the Year edition of Fallout 4 until the GameStop employee told me that the DLC is a code. And I was like, nope. And I bet they're going to put it on PS5 and Series. I'm pretty sure they likely will. And hopefully it'll have the DLC this time. Let's see. Here's some more exclusive Gears 5. You know, you're wow. Oh, shit. Is that up now? Wow. $4.99. What the fuck did they do to Gears 5 for it to be fucking... Isn't that the newest Gears title? Okay, it's not up yet as a deal. Right now, it's $39.99 right now on Best Buy. And they're gonna have it for fucking $4.99 for Black Friday? That's crazy. I mean, I honestly don't know much about 5, but Lord, that's like the cheapest fucking thing on this list. I don't know if that just says they have too many copies or if it fucking bombed. I mean, I know that like a lot of people don't hold them in the high regards like the original two, but damn. I don't know if it bombed or like when did 5 come out? Like how old? I gotta see how old this is. I gotta see when did 5 come out? I gotta see this. When did Gears... Oh, and apparently they just call it Gears 5. It's not even Gears of War 5. It's just called Gears 5. Well, that's kind of fucking stupid. Why would you drop of War after you've used it for 4 titles? It came out... On PC and Xbox One, it came out in 2019, September 10th. So it's over a year old. And then it's apparently going to get re-released on the series in November 10th of 2020. Which is already passed, so actually it's already out. Damn. Well, I'll probably get that. That's pretty cheap. I can't complain about $5.99. So now this Tactics Gear thing, is that even available, like, physically? Or was that... Because I think that was originally, like, some kind of, wasn't like that some kind of exclusive mobile thing or some shit? Let me look this up again here. I mean, I like a nice tactics game. Let's see. Gears Tactics. Came out on Microsoft Windows April 28th, 2020. And then Xbox One November 10th. Okay, yeah. So it was originally a Microsoft Windows exclusive is what it was. Oh, that Pop game. That's what I was thinking of when it came to that stupid mobile thing. That's what I was thinking of. I don't know if is the Gear Tactics thing physical, because you know Microsoft's been doing a lot of digital, so I don't know if it's a. It looks like it does have physical because there's a listing for at least a case and a digital listing, so I would hope it's physical. So yeah, it's a full $59.99 priced game. So how much are they going to sell it for? $29.99, and it just came out on the 10th of this month. So that's actually a pretty big slash in the price. Actually, I might get that. I might want to check a review. If a reviewer gives it a good recommendation or convinces me, I might get that. That's because I like a good tactics game, you know. And like, if you ever play like a shooty type tactics thing like XCOM, pretty interesting game. So you know, it could be an interesting idea with Gears if done right. But I have virtually heard no one talk about it. So, of course, Grand Theft Auto, Guardians, Halo. I don't think I have Halo Wars 2 yet. See, I'm slowly growing a few Xbox One games. I likely would just wait, because as next gen kicks in, these all basically drop in used price. So, I got Hellblade on PS4. It's a very good game, though. Still weird seeing Kingdom of Hearts on Xbox of all things, though. Let's see, any other unique stuff? Now, here's something interesting. Apparently Best Buy is going to full Black Friday have it for $12.99. That's kind of a weird swap. Early Bird Special PS4, actual Black Friday, Xbox One. Target's going to have a sale on the Dungeon Hero for Xbox. That I would want to get on PlayStation 4 if I was going to get that. I heard that is a very easy game, I heard, from a few people on Twitter. So that's why I would probably rather get cheaper. Now, these are two Xbox One games I want to get. No, actually, those are both the same thing. There's two entries of this. Is this the newer one? Either way, $12.99. Now, I have one that I got from Pink Gorillas, but the disc was messed up. Like, I mean, like, looking at it, it looked fucking weird. So, they gave me my money back on that and just told me to keep the game, not worry about returning it. So, I don't know if it can be buffed out. It looks really weird. Like, it doesn't even look like scratches. I don't know really how to describe it. It's kind of hard to show off on a camera with a photo. It took me forever to get a good photo of it to show it to him. But, I've thought about trying to buff it. But, yeah, that $12.99, this is basically like a 2D Metroidvania game. Heard very good things about them. So, and they're actually recently porting the two to Switch, so though I'd want to see to make sure there wouldn't be any downloads and that they're all on the cartridge before I would get the Switch version, and if it runs decently. Because obviously I would rather have it on Switch than Xbox. Basically, the Xbox One is just going to be a, like, if I see a game really cheap or it's an exclusive type deal where we play. How's that not gone? I'm surprised people still have new copies of that still. I bought this on a sale at, I think it was from GameStop, I believe. One of those deals of the day things, I believe. It's supposed to be like a third-person mix of Souls and gunplay and kind of weird monster stuff. I haven't tried it yet. I've been wanting to try it, but you know, I have a very long list of that. No Resident Evil 7. What a crime. Yet they have Sea of Thieves. If Sea of Thieves was really cheap, I would get it and then maybe like a month of gold to try it out. But like $20 to me ain't worth really trying it myself. Let's see, then Sid Meier's Sniper Contract, and more Jedi, Sonic Mania. State of Decay is another exclusive for $9.99. That's not too bad, but it's... I don't remember what year it came out, but it's a few years old at least. Super Lucky's Tale. I got a Switch version, oddly enough. I actually got... I don't know if this is that one. Whatever the newest Sword Art Online game is, I actually got from Best Buy actually for $24.99. That probably is it though, because yeah, it's. But I bought the PS4 version, obviously though. Tekken. Did someone have Tekken 7 for like $9.99? I think upward. Sinking City I got on sale on Amazon if I know it quickly. And shitloads of Tom Clancy, and you got Tony Hawk, Legion, Zoo Tycoon, and that's it. Damn. I was really hoping the Wing Fit game would get a Black Friday sale this year. I was really, like, crossing my fingers. Because, I don't know if you know about how Walmart's been winning in America lately, Dennis. So, Walmart's been doing this thing where with most brand new releases, they just automatically take $10 off the price tag. Not all, but a good significant many. And Wing Fit is one of those titles where they have it $10 cheaper than everyone else. I was really hoping for a Black Friday deal on it, though. I was really hoping. Because I really would like to get it. Because it looks fun. You get workout. And as I said, I've been working out recently. If you're interested in her, by the way, I can link her. She does VR workouts. Really, I like the idea. Like, you know, you can look like anything you want in VR, and you can still do the workout. I mean, workout with anime characters sounds and seems so much more fun than looking at a bunch of bowling bodybuilders. So, and they're a very nice community. This has been about a week and a half since I started doing a workout with them and that. They've been very friendly people, that. Overall, really, I've already got most of what I was really interested so far away from Best Buy. Which, if you remember last year when we went over Black Friday stuff, last year I got all my stuff online last year. It was the first time I did everything online. Of course, most stores said they're going to be closed for Thanksgiving. I don't think GameStop's commented on that. I think a lot of people are afraid GameStop's actually going to be like, hey, nobody else is going to be open. Let's be open Thanksgiving. But, yeah, I don't think I, again, will have to worry about any in-store stuff this year. But yeah, the only thing might be interested in from Walmart might be Luigi's Mansion 3, though. I heard it's pretty good, and $30 is... That's a pretty steep discount for a first-party Nintendo title, though. You don't usually see discounts like that very often on Nintendo's own shit. You know, Nintendo has long had the history of, yeah, we're never going down. Actually, you know, I'm kind of surprised Breath of the Wild ain't on here, actually. That's actually kind of strange. Because I would imagine there's still Breath of the Wild on the shelf, I would think. You know, that's one of the best-selling titles on the damn Switch. So that's a little peculiar, actually. But yeah, overall, it looks like I pretty much got most of what I'm interested in already bought. I might get Luigi's Mansion 3, and I'll probably get Gears 5, because, I mean, brand new for $5... Like, that's a pretty good deal. I mean, that we're talking about used price range there, and that's a brand new copy. So, I don't know about Gears Tactics. Like I said, I'll probably want to look at a video, but I might get that. That's pretty decent discount. But other than that, I don't think there's much else I personally am too interested in. I think I'm pretty much covered on most other stuff. Too bad you can't price match Walmart's Black Friday sales, or I would totally do that with Best Buy and get the Best Buy points. Definitely a better deal that way. Getting those free extra $5 from Best Buy is always nice once in a while, you know. It's a nice little incentive. Although, you know, depending on what games you own, there's still some nice deals. I definitely think, even though I haven't played it, Dennis says it's very good. I don't know if he's finished it yet, but I do have to say Sentinels, 13 Sentinels, having such a... Because it only came out, what, like about a month ago? Maybe a little under a month ago? Like, it's already getting a pretty significant... And my copy that I got from Best Buy... Which I'm not sure if it doesn't list it there. Maybe it might have been one of the early board things. But my copy comes with an art book that I got. So I would imagine this supply will come with that too. I would imagine probably all the first print ones probably have an art book with them. But I think that's a pretty good deal. I mean... Having Vanillaware title drop that low always so early in its life, I think is a very good thing to look into. I mean, it's Vanillaware. Of course, most Americans ain't too familiar with Vanillaware. You know, they spent most of their years being kind of under the floorboards. Dragon Crown mainly got them more... in the public eye. But yeah, I think this is probably one title definitely to check out. But there's definitely noteworthy things if you've been falling behind. You know, Code Vein, Blood Truth if you got VR. Those are good. Oh yeah, like I said, I need to double check. I don't remember if I ever got Concrete Genie. If I didn't, I'll probably get that too, because $10, that's not too bad. I hear it's an okay game. It's just most people were disappointed because they were kind of misled by the ads, thinking the game was all VR when the VR is just a side mode and the regular game's just a non-VR thing. But yeah, I don't see too many things exciting for me, so that's pretty much Black Friday in the Waps, it looks like. So next, the next haul of items, which is already growing pretty big. You know, I just got most of my Best Buy stuff the last 2 days. Only got like 3 mini pals of games there, so probably at the end of November or the beginning of December, we'll probably show off some games again and show off all the Black Friday pickups and that, but including, you know, other stuff. Can't wait to show off this Moon Edition. It was very expensive, but I really like it, though, so...